I finally am able to do this live. Finally. So I got Alexandra in here again. There she is. There's Alexandra.
Hi, everybody.
There's nobody in here yet. There was a Tommy here earlier. I guess he came on when didn't have it open yet. But I don't know if they're still in. It's going to take a minute for my stats to come up to tell me if anybody's in here or not. But yeah, since you don't know Alexandra, I got the notification saying that it was insufficient address again today. I tried.
Oh
They were
no.
supposed to deliver it to my office, to the apartment's office. So I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. I mean, come on, the address is exactly right as far as they're concerned because it's got no apartment number. So I go to the post office, and this is the funny part.
Yeah.
Okay, I go to the post office. The guy recognizes me. You didn't get it, did you? I said, nope, I didn't. I was in line still, and he said that to me. I wasn't even up to the front yet. So he tells the person just a minute, and he goes in back. The lady comes back out, the supervisor again, okay? And she goes, this is ridiculous. I says, I know. She goes, what the hell? She's like that. That's exactly how she said it. And she goes, you didn't get it. I says, no. I says, I don't know what's going on. She kind of gives, roll of eyes or whatever. And she goes, I'll be right back. She goes in back, and I could see her around the corner just barely going through all these packages, just kind of doing this, looking at it, going through this. She came up. She did come back and get the tracking number again. Okay, but she went back there. She started doing this and this. I was like, is she getting it or something? What's she doing? I was like, there's no way the guy could be back. This is like at 12 noon. He usually doesn't get back to like
Yeah.
6 o'clock in the evening. Okay, why is she looking through this thing? So she was doing that about maybe 5 minutes. I'm just standing there waiting. I'm, at the desk or whatever, over to this side. All of a sudden, I just happen to look up, and she's passing by, like, in the back room, and there's a door open, and she comes up to me and goes, like that. I'm like, okay. So I walk all the way over by where our P.O. boxes are, or whatever. She comes out, she hands it to me.
Wow.
Why she couldn't do that yesterday, or 2 months ago, I don't know.
Yeah.
I even asked him to do that. No ID required, no proof required today, nothing. Just hand it to me, just like that. And then get this. I don't really want to show it, but there might be a way to show it here. This is well, it doesn't really show much. I'm in Arcadia, that much. This is the package right here originally. That's what was actually stuck on the other side. I'm kind of covering the address. Okay?
Yeah.
This is what was underneath. I actually pulled it up, and as you can see, the apartment number is on there, on the sticker below it. All they had to do is pull the sticker up, and there it was. You could see
Crazy.
it through the sticker. If you have enough like a bright light, like the sun or something like that. If you just looked at the sticker, the one I showed you the first time was actually on top of this one. I saw the apartment number on there underneath. And I was like, what is that underneath there? So I pulled it up really carefully, stuck it on the other side, and there it was. I was like, you guys are idiots. So it was USPS's fault for putting the sticker on top of the other one. That's exactly what it was. And they didn't read it right.
Wow.
All these times. So, good news is I did get it. So, but yeah, I opened it up, and the parts were in there. So, I now have the entire thing right here.
Yay.
So, I don't know if there's any parts, misdone or anything like that. I'm going to be as surprised as anybody else. So I'm just going to kind of wait till everybody comes up. Hopefully this one here doesn't take you off. Okay. It took me off though, but once I shrink it, it should be fine. It's going to take you off here in a second. For a second. Okay, let me get everything all situated here. There we go. Now we're all situated. I can move my camera over a little bit so that way I have more table space. Right to the very edge of all my junk.
I'm
See,
sorry if my voice is a
you
bit
see my
funny
pin?
today.
See my
I've
pin
caught
sticking
a
out.
cold.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, everybody's been sick lately. I was sick too, myself. I'm just getting over it, I think. So, but, yeah, I'm going to start this by once a few people come in. It shows one person in here now, probably myself, or Nightbot, or both. I don't know. 3 views. People are clicking on it, but they're stay here, people, stay here. I just started it. What do you expect me to do? Go right into it right away? I want to kind of make this short because I do have one errand I got to run, and I
Well,
got
you
to.
know, a lot of people might be confused by this because you were saying Sunday,
Yeah,
and then, you were saying Thursday.
it kept changing
So,
days.
I mean,
I
I
wasn't even
didn't
going to do
even
it
know you
Sunday.
were on
I figured I
today.
wasn't going to do it for 2 or 3 months or 2 or 3 weeks when
Well, yeah,
Frank
so,
gets it.
a lot of people might not even realize this is going on
Yeah,
today.
I am going to do it
I
again.
didn't even know.
I am going to do the live again when the parts come again. So I'm just going to take the whole thing apart and start all over again. So it'll actually be like a live replay, I guess you'd say. So I'll rebuild it again, go over the same stuff I did. So I will redo this. So it'd be more like a, what do you call it? Not a replay, but a rerun. I'll do a rerun. So that way people that missed it can come in. It'll be my normal time. I don't know what day it'll be, but it'll be towards the end of the month. Maybe the beginning of February.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. I may even do it on my birthday too, just for the heck of it. I can keep tearing it apart.
But that would be a cool thing for your birthday.
Yeah, maybe I'll do it that day too. I don't know yet. Depends on what people ask for. But yeah, it shows one person in here right now. I know it's not you because you don't count. Maybe Tommy's still in here. He's just not saying anything right now. So yeah, if I waited for everybody to come in here, I'd be waiting for hours. Threaten on leaving, and then maybe I should threaten on quitting it right now, and then everybody will come in. I'll say, okay, bye everybody, and everybody come in. Happens every time, right? You're my witness. You're my witness. Can you hear me okay though? Well, you're not.
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Yeah, of course on there you can. The live, I don't know. That's why I moved my camera over so I don't have to reach way over. I'm reaching like way over there, you know. My mic's over here, right outside the thing right here.
Do you want me to get off to listen on the live?
Oh no, well you could. It would give me an extra view or whatever you call it.
It's up to you.
That's up to you. It gives me more room in case somebody does want to come in.
Oh, okay, then I'll get off for you.
Okay, just you don't have to let me know. You just come on. It dings for me and tells me somebody's coming up there. So if you want to come back,
All the way and then come back.
it'll be less resources you're using too.
Yeah, okay.
Your computer will run better.
I'll be in the chat then.
All right, it should show 2 in a second then. See you in a few, or whenever. All right, so yeah. Anyway, I guess maybe it was counting her. That's weird, because now it's at 0. They must not be connecting to the same thing. Because I know the views don't count anybody who's on panel. So that's really odd. Whether it's offline or online. Unless you had the chat open. That's really weird. I am expecting, hey, Alexandria, you're here. Yeah, it actually was counting you, but because it says 0 now. It takes a minute for it to have you come up, but yeah, it was weird because as soon as you went off, it went down to 0. You can hear me? Okay. See, I was just waiting for you to come back. I don't know how long to wait because I'm going to be done with by 5, before 5, really. It gets dark at about 5:30, and what I have to do has to be done during the day, so I need daylight anyway. So I might as well start this because, I mean, people can just replay it if they want. I have a whole bunch of pages to come up and everything. So it does count. Maybe it does count you. I don't know. Maybe because it was offline. Maybe it doesn't count it because it was offline. Maybe it just thinks you're on chat or something. I don't know. I have no clue. So this is the website where I got the idea from. Let me shrink my desk here so you see most of it here, since there is an ad. I can just cover up the ad that way. So yeah, this is you can see the URL right here. I also posted it on my on the chat too above. And this is the actual website you go to. This is how you can do it. And how to build a Star Trek Shuttlepod for under $30. Well, £30. It's $30 USA too. So this came out like the day, a couple days before the Enterprise came out. So that was like the day I started. As soon as I found this, I was planning on the live. I ordered the parts that day. So talks about the USS Enterprise here. I'm just going to kind of paraphrase for Black Friday and all that. And or while stocks last. Well, of course they sold out. Talks about a package here. And for anybody who didn't get it, they're out of luck. So this is how you do it. Almost every piece used to make up the Shuttlepod itself can be found in other builds, meaning they're all featured on the official online store. Pick a brick service, except for one. Because I looked, it's not available yet. As of the time of this, it's not available. I don't know if it still is. I haven't checked lately. And it's a section of Lego that you can buy individual bricks, as most people know. Okay, yeah, it did now, I think. I don't know. Anyway, it was a read for full parts list and a guide for using Pick-a-Brick. So this is the full guide. Anyone aiming to follow our parts list and build their own Shuttlepod should keep two important details in mind. The first is that you won't be able to make the Ensign Row minifigure, which I cheated and I did. So you can do it if you happen to have it. If you happen to own the Mega Bloks Star Trek Enterprise D, you do have the torso. That torso will work along with the arms. I'll show you how I did that once I open it. You can kind of see, well, I was showing it earlier, but you can't see it now. It is in there though. But yeah, I put it all together and everything, which will almost certainly remain exclusive to the gift for good, and it is. I was told by Lego it is going to remain exclusive. You will never be able to buy the torso. You also won't be able to apply any stickers from this sheet to build it, as these are never made widely available outside of their respective sets, unless you have connections like me. I'm supposed to be getting the stickers. But, hey, you can print the stickers up. I do have the sticker sheet. If anybody wants me to post that, I don't know if I can post it on my thing, but I know I can post it on Discord. And you can print it up right from there, that way. And you just make your own stickers. Hey, never too old for bricks. Just came in here. Just kind of reading the guide of how to do this. Despite these restrictions, securing the parts needed to make the Lego Star Trek Shuttlepod based on the gift's design isn't a challenge and can be done without breaking the bank. So for $30, you know, actually I could probably close this over here. Looks like I can. Here's the parts list. The parts list for the Shuttlepod model, it's not based on, it's exactly the same. Shuttlepod, excluding the minifigure, has 102 different elements, or 250 pieces in total. 101 of these are actually available on Pick-a-Brick. Like I said, there's one piece that isn't. And the one left out is easy to source too. That's not entirely accurate though. It's not even made yet. Not as far as I know. The total cost for the 101 pieces on Pick-a-Brick is about $26.92 in USD. Whether you're on mobile or desktop, the first step to securing the parts to make your own Shuttlepod build is to download the parts list file provided below. As you can see, they're right there. There's two different versions of it right there. You just download. I downloaded the JSON one, JSON, because that's what Lego.com supports. I think they support the CSV too, but I'm not entirely sure. But once you download any file, read on for a full guide to adding the parts list to Pick-a-Brick. Okay, pretty simple. Upload the file. Of course, it's an advertisement. Of course, you head to Pick-a-Brick. This is how you do it. You go to bricks and pieces, and then yeah, my mouse is kind of acting up here. And this is where you upload it. This will present you with a new screen asking you for the file. Just drag and drop the CV, so either one. You download it through the links earlier in this feature, or tap Choose Your File to proceed. Now I do have alternative parts for that one. You'd have to add those separately once you do this. So you choose your file. There's a picture for that. Those on mobile or otherwise cannot do or do not want to drag and drop the file will need to pick the file manually on their device. It's called Shuttlepod whatever. So you can browse at other ones or whatever. There, that's what the file name is right there, or it's JSON. Either way, whichever one you downloaded. I just downloaded both just to make sure. So then you add the parts to your basket, which is the usual thing. You should now be presented with another screen, similar to the first, but with the file in the slot where it said choose your file before. All you need to do is click or tap the blue button saying view all pieces, unless the red text just above it indicates that some pieces were unavailable, which in my case 2 of them were unavailable. But I was lucky because I have the gizmo, and he actually has both pieces, and they are extra pieces. If you have them standing up, they're extra pieces. Okay, so if you're sitting down, they're not. They're actually for the sitting down one. Well, I'm never going to change it, so I figure I can use the pieces. This would mean that some of the parts in the list are not in stock, and when you are ordering, you can simply return to this feature and pick a brick another day to try again, obviously. But if you're lucky enough and everything is there, you're good. Okay. Those who see the red text grayed out as it is in the above screenshot don't need to worry and can click the blue button as instructed. This will show you all the parts in the list with the images, but there's no requirement to scroll down the page. See how it says here? It says right there, pieces 0. This is if you're lucky and had everything. Okay, which is not going to be entirely accurate. And you can also substitute most things on here, like I did. I think the one I did substitute is probably the hardest thing to actually substitute, but I was able to do it. Rooming bricks. Hey, just kind of going over the guide here that I got this from. So just tap and click the other blue button titled Pick Selected Pieces, and the parts will be added to your Pick a Brick basket. Note that the basket differs from the Lego.com basket until the final step. And if you need different pieces and you want to substitute them, you can add that separately. You just go through and you just put the number in. And, you can use like Studio or something like that, get the number and do it that way. That's how I did it. That way you know what the number is. Add the order to your Lego.com basket. Finish up by hitting the orange Add to button. And feel free to double check the elements in your order by tapping or clicking the gray button next to it. That's what it looks like. Remove all pieces or whatever. I think that's what we talked about. Of course, you add to your bag and you'll see your total. Now, if you're missing pieces, of course, it'll be a little bit less until you add the other pieces. And it should be the same even if you add substituted pieces. It could be, a few cents difference depending on the piece. Thank you. Thank you, Roman Bricks. You're half asleep and half awake. Well, you're going to wake up when I start building it, which is going to be right after this. Once you hit the orange button, your Pick a Brick order will be added to your overall basket. So in other words, you can have other orders in there too. It usually takes a week or more for parts to ship out. That's not entirely accurate. Okay? They will split it into 2 different shipments because some are what they call it best sellers and some are standard sellers. Okay? And that's where my problem came in. My best sellers showed up within 5 days. I'm in California. But the other half, oh my God, 2 months, maybe 3 months. Because if you live in an apartment, and I'll warn everybody right now, if you live in an apartment, have it sent to somebody who's not in an apartment, because USPS is stupid. Yes, it was USPS's fault, I found out. DHL will ship it to the ocean, and after that they fly it to the United States after that. Then USPS takes over. Okay? Now, if you're over there, you don't have to worry about it. This won't happen to you. But if you're in the U.S., this will. More good chance it will. If your post office is dumb, or whoever does it is dumb. But what they did to me, I come to find out, is they place a sticker on that, DHL does. It has your full address, your apartment number, and all that. Once it gets here, USPS does not support the apartment number, not in the same format. So they just do it without the apartment number, and they stick it right on top of the other one. Now you have an insufficient address, and they will not ship to your house or your apartment. If it's a house, you don't have to worry about that. That's what happened to me. as I was talking about yesterday in my live. But come to find out, I have the envelope right here, and I showed earlier how I covered the address, of course, how the apartment number sticker was actually underneath the one that they had. And the funny thing is, like, yeah, I explained it earlier what happened today. I was able to pick it up at the post office, to make a long story short, without any guff or anything like that. She just did it, boom, just like that. So yeah, it will be 2 separate orders. But keep in mind that Pick-a-Brick orders qualify for double points and gift with purchase price thresholds. They do. There are multiple gifts confirmed, and this was done Black Friday, taking place that weekend. This is just an example of one of the sets that might have the parts. Okay, this is the Wally, the small Wally that Brickhead, and it didn't. I looked, it didn't have any of the parts in it. We mentioned that one part in your list can't currently be found on Pick-a-Brick, and this is the modified plate with a Technic pin connection in white. This is a relatively recent release, but it's not exclusive to this. It was first debuted on Wally and Eve. I didn't find it on there. I couldn't find it anywhere on that set, because I have it right up here. I looked everywhere on there. I couldn't find it. It had the other version of it. And that set's inventory has yet to be added to Pick-a-Brick at the time of this writing. See? But because I had the set, I can look at it. This is the piece that you need to look for. You can probably get it to Bricklink. I mean, not Bricklink. Bricklink. But if you want to go through Lego, it's not there. I looked everywhere. Except what I did, like I said, I did the one without 2 studs. I did the one with 1 stud. And because it goes underneath another brick, it holds just fine. But for to hold it in place good, I did a 1x1 plate also to make it look like that. You can kind of see them in here, I think, on this bag here. The other one has the 1x1, but the piece you want to go for is that one right there. Well, I guess I want to show that on this one. That one right there. I don't know if you can see that. It's 1x1 or 1x. It only has 1 stud on it. That's the one you want to do if you can't get the other one. It actually technically shows 2 studs, but it still works. This stud here will show through, but it's no big deal. But it still works. I hope. I tried it on Bricklink Studio, and it did work. Debbie just came in, my mother-in-law. You'll need 6 of these elements to continue making the Shuttlepod. So what you do is just add them on top of that. And at the time of this writing, your best bet is ordering 6 of them on Bricklink. Listings for one piece are about 33 cents, an average of about $1.59 pounds. This is a minimum of $1.88 to add to the Pick-a-Brick's total until the piece in white is released and in more sets and the price comes down. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it at all. So like I said, I substituted it. And I'm going to build it that way, and you'll see how I did it. With the parts for the Lego Star Trek secured, the last thing you need to do is need the instructions. And the instructions are available now. At the time of this, it wasn't. Manual has not been added to the official online store, but it is. So you just go to, you go to help, I think it is, and then you do instructions, download instructions, and you just put the number in there, and boom, it's there. I got this like the day after this was written. So, just telling you about how to get the book. And like I said, it says it'll take it a couple of weeks. Yeah, the second half will. If everything's correct and everything on there, and you just live in a house, not an apartment, you'll get it within. It came really fast for me between the time that it started and when it actually said insufficient address. It was like maybe a week, 2 weeks, even from Denmark. That's why I ordered it now, because it said that. May as well order them now, because I thought it was going to take like a month anyway. That is everything you need to make the Shuttlepod without the minifigure or stickers. It says in case you want to wait for the discount, but that's not going to happen. Support the work, there's your affiliate link and all that, and that's the end of that one. So let me go ahead and close that. That way I'm not fiddling through a whole bunch of different pages. If you need to see it again, you can go back and everything. And then I have this. This is what I have. This is my actual folders and everything. Let me bring that up. Should be able to see that. Yep. These are the stickers that you need right here. And I have a printable sheet. I can post that on there. I also printed them out separately so I can, arrange them the way I want. I also made stickers for the minifig. So if you don't have the minifig, which you can't get, you can get a black minifig torso, and you can get the red arms also. So that's no problem. Okay, you just order like a red minifig to get the arms and the hands. Just make sure it has the flesh color, and then you can order a black torso. I believe you can order the torso by itself. I'm not sure. If not, you just order 2 torsos, a red one and a black one. Yes, it's going to cost a little bit more, but it'll still be less than $30. And you could print these little stickers on here and place them on your minifig. It looks just like it. I didn't have to do that, but I made these to fit. So, and then I got a picture of the piece right there. I don't know what the heck that is. Oh, that's the piece right here, the same one. Okay, of course I have the link there. So let me go ahead and shrink that back down, and we will build it. Let's see if this works. What do y'all think? Yeah, I fixed the weather option too, by the way, everybody. It does work. Did that last night. So all my doohickeys now work. I went all out on this thing. I even made a little box. And it all fits in a little tiny box like this. About the same size as the original one. So I separated this into 2 bags according to the orders. And go ahead and bring that other camera back up. There we go. Cameras. Alright, so yeah, I split it into 2 bags. It's actually 3 bags. So where are we here? Oh, there we are. Down there. Let me bring that one big. There we go. Now you can see it better. So I just labeled them 1 and 2. The first one is the first order, and the second one. So this is what they're going to look like when you get them, except they'll be in a bag, just like this. They'll be just like in a bag like that. Each one will be. This one will be a UPS or FedEx or On Track, and this one here will be the USPS or whatever, wherever you live, be your local mailing. So you actually get the most parts first, and then you get the smaller half with bigger parts after. So that's the order that'll go. So I'm going to dump these in here, and there is a lot too. There's a buttload in this. I'm going to keep them separate here because you can see the little minifig there. I'll be pulling it out here in a second. I already built it, so you can see the pieces right there, kind of. I just hooked up, and I made my little ensign row with her hair and everything. So there you are. If that's going to focus, see if we can get better on that one. And you can tell there's almost no difference. Can you tell that that's actually Mega Bloks mixed with Lego? So if you, like I said, if you have the Star Trek Enterprise from the Mega Bloks, the old one, you can get it for like $15 on eBay if you're lucky. You can actually get this. You might even be able to get the Star Trek Picard minifig from that, and it has the torso, and it's already printed and everything. The only catch is the arms are just slightly longer than Lego, but you can't tell if you have them out like this. That's why I kind of put them out. So I put the whole thing together. I used the legs that I ordered and everything, the head and the hair that I ordered. So that's all on there. They do fit in the torso just fine. Yeah, I know, it looks awesome, huh? Yeah, I even fixed my Star Trek Picard too. He's flesh color now too. So I updated him for this. So my modified Enterprise there has him now, so they match. So let's put her. Oh, I got a little screw right here. Where did that screw come from? Because that doesn't fall. All right, so let's go ahead and build this thing. Let's see if this idea works. I'm gonna actually do something a little different. I'm gonna put the big pieces up here. Bigger pieces, just to kind of give me a little bit extra moving room here. Bigger plates and just things like that. I have no idea what's in here. I mean, I kind of have an idea, but I know what should be in here anyway. For a while, I thought I was missing a few pieces because I heard there was a thing on that website when I went to the new website that saying that there was a comment on there saying, "Oh, you forgot this piece on there." I'm like, "Oh crap!" So I looked and he says, "Oh, never mind, I messed up. It is. It's there." anything really huge. Just brick. But there's a lot of pieces in this one. It's gonna be a pain trying to find that. Find anything in there. Brick in here. Just kind of do a little sorting here. I don't sort by color because then you never find anything when you sort by color. Longer. 1x6. Another 1x6. There's a couple 1x3 plates in that there. See something over here I need to grab. 4 brick. That was pretty good there. Another 1x3, 2x3. It's over there. I don't really need that. But yeah, keep in mind I do not have the stickers, and they're not really all that important. Because if you're lucky, you might be able to get the stickers. Now, they might become available. You never know. The easiest way I would say is to, like I'm probably gonna do it first, is just print them up or have them printed. I'm a big Star Trek fan, if you can't tell. Okay, we kind of got those sorted out there. Got all the little tiny pieces right here, and these outside the bag. That's the piece I'm using. That's what it looks like instead of the technically 3 studs. So you can see I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. So, and of course I added extra 1x1 plates also. Alexander says that looks great. Oh, little Lego fix the weather option. Yep. And if anyone wants to first, you can bring, if you want to put your link in there of your channel, type the word drop. If you want to come up on panel, the link is up above there pinned. So I don't know how many people, we got 2 people in here right now. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and build this thing and see if it works. For real. There's of course Vincent Rowe, what she's supposed to look like. Same head, same hair. Actually I think the head, I think you do have to add a different head. I don't think it's actually available. I can't remember if that was actually part of the sets or not. The hair was pretty obvious. The hair I know was available on there. So I was looking at the hair to see if it was the same. It is the same. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing going. My mic is like way over there. Okay. My mic moved a little bit. I didn't put the force here, did I? No, it did. Okay. I built this once before, like I said, in the studio, but I'm it's been like 2 months since I did it, so there's no way I'm gonna remember all that. No way in this world I remember. I mean, I'm kind of familiar with it, I guess, but we'll see if this actually works. This is the proof that if it works, and if they actually have all the pieces too on the order or the that site. I don't know. No, that's dark. Okay, it looks like they might be missing one. If anything, I'll just get them out of my inventory here. What did I throw over there? I don't see it over there. These tiles are hard to tell. These little tiny tiles. There's one there. I can get them separated here. Separate that, separate that. I do not see that other one anywhere in here. I'm gonna have to pull that out of there. Out of my inventory there. So it looks like we're already missing one. And I did it directly from his, so I didn't change anything as far as that was concerned. Unless it got stuck in the bag or something. Let's see. Possibility it could have. Or I just lost it. Simple as that. I'm always dropping things. If this keeps happening, then more likely it wasn't in the order. But I don't see it in here. The other black 1x3 there. Unless you guys see it. I don't see it. These are 1x3 tiles. This is a black one, so it looks like I'm missing it. Either that or Lego didn't send it to me, one of the two. I'd have to check my inventory on there and see if for some reason they forgot to send it to me or something. Let's see, where do I have those at? I think they're in this one right here, I think. Move all this stuff. These other sets that I'm planning on doing. Should have a black one, should be too hard to find. And then you gotta just substitute that one again too. I'm pretty sure this is in these small pieces, so hard to find in here. Got a blue one, dark blue. I got a dark blue 1x3. No, dark blue 1x3. Up, right on top. If I can get hold of it. There we go. I'm just gonna sit this here just in case. So there's the other one. There we go. So far, that's the only one we had to substitute out of my inventory. If it happens more than we know something's wrong with I'm not going to stay on here very long. I just wanted to come on and say hi to everyone and say to have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, Debbie. And then we'll do these. So yeah, just be aware that one may not be on the list. They may have only done one. So if you do this same idea, you can just check it when it goes into the when it goes into the list or whatever. You can make sure it says 2, not 1. I'm pretty sure it was probably a miss. What do you call it? Miss send, whatever you call it. I think Lego just didn't put it in there, or I lost it. One of those two. These things have been so switched back and forth in the bags so many times. It's unbelievable. We got that thing. I know I have that one. I saw it right here. There we go. So far, so good. And the gray. I did this live so quickly after I actually received these parts that I didn't even have time to go through the parts to even see if I have everything. Surprising enough, I even have little dots. And I have no idea what these do, but they're there. And there's the other one. Actually, looks like I may have an extra one in there too. Now, this has a sticker, so I'm just going to put it without the sticker because I obviously don't have it right now. I mean, I might get the stickers the next time I do a rerun of this. So if I do a rerun, I'll just rebuild the whole thing again with the stickers the second time around. So that could happen. There's the 4. There's one back there. That. Yeah, I can move that light up there. Then we got these little 1x2s with a stud in the middle. If it was anything, these things would be missing too, and they're not. I just saw it in here too. Second one. Well, I thought I did. I don't know, maybe they could have 2 and they only gave me 1 of each. So maybe that list is incorrect. Nope, there it is. Nope, it's there. So it wasn't the list. Because that would have done the same thing. It's more than 1. See, we got 2 of these, yep. And these are double-sided too, so. And the gray plates right here. Well, that's not them. Color are they? They're silver. Okay, the light gray. That's probably it right there. Yep, that's 1. Now we gotta find the other one. Yep, there it is. So it looks like everything's correct. I must have lost that 1x3 somehow. So everything's correct so far. And that goes up here, right? Like that. Keep going. I know I have that one. And I know I have little pins or whatever you want to call those things. This has a lot of small pieces. There's that. And I think we do have two of those, I hope. But I don't have these ones. There's the second one. That's the only reason I don't like doing bricks and pieces, because, you know, they don't always get the order correct. Oh, guess what? I'm missing that big one there. Oh, nope, I'm not. It's right there. I'm blind. I'm telling you, I am blind. I'm blind as a bat. I'm so blind I can't hear. Yeah, I said that in a funny way. Jedi Brickman. Yeah, I went over the website where I got this from, so that's in the beginning. So if you want to do the replay afterwards, you can. I'm actually missing one piece so far. It was a 1x3 black plate, and I think I may have just lost it myself, because so far everything else has more than one piece, hasn't been gone. So everything's been here so far since then. So if you do this, you might want to check the order and make sure all the pieces are actually there, especially that one. And then that plate there is right there. I know what kind of is typical, what they normally get to put in here, but I separated it into 4 sections, but it's actually 2, because you get 2 different orders. I had them bagged up by order. So I got an extra one of those too. May have given me an extra little bit extra, I don't know, extra parts. I'm actually going to get the second bag again in about a week or 2. So don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I got a piece stuck on the. See, is that the small pieces? Yeah, that's over here. So we got 2 of these. Just saw the other one. Where was it? There it is. Bricks is the way. Hello, little Lego. Hi, Alexandra. JP Bricks. We got everybody here now. Oh, we only got one person here. What the heck? Shows we only got one person here, but I know there's at least 2 or 3. Let's see. Okay, and we got those again. Yeah, if you want, if you do get it, you can actually separate it into your own bags, because you can use the instructions to tell you what part goes in what bag. You just do the bag yourself and have it separated the way Lego would separate it. And it's 3 bags, so you need 3 Ziplocs. Is all. It goes there. We got another one. Those are showing different ones though. Are these? Oh, they're right there. They're separated into a different bag. Okay. Grabbing the wrong one. Oh, I see why. Okay. They were the wrong type of. Look like that. They're 2-way angles. That's what they are. So put them in the right direction. I think I got them in the right direction. Yep. So yeah, be careful on that, because there's the regular ones in there too. I think those are for the engines. We got these. It seems like it's pretty easy, but it does have its hard parts. I caught it a little cold. Yep. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing pretty good, actually, because I got this and didn't expect it. I pretty much gave up on it. But I went to the post office, and because it said it was attempted delivery again, and I don't know why they attempted it again. Maybe because she said she was going to deliver it to the office or whatever, and he didn't. He just come to find out the original sticker was right underneath theirs the whole time, with the correct address on it, with the apartment number and everything. Everything was there. They just decided that, hey, we just don't want to send it to you, so hey, and it says Lego all over it. So it's pretty obvious what it was. I think somebody was trying to pull a fast one with me and didn't succeed this time. Is that a long one? There it is. Yeah, ever since then, so far, so good. Had everything here. Amazing how so many small pieces can build something so big. You know? We take that, that goes right up on top right here. There we go. We're about halfway done there. Once you go on live with a little, yeah, you just click that little thing up above. Let me go ahead and post that back in there again. There we go. You just click that link and set up your phone or whatever, and you'll be right in here. It actually dings for you. You might be able to hear it through the mic, I don't know. But when somebody comes in, it goes dink. It tells me somebody's in here. Those odd noises that you wouldn't normally get. And but the only catch is you won't have chat. So if you want chat, you have to have a separate device, like a laptop or something like that. Unless you have the computer, you can just do 2 separate windows. You just open up my actual live itself and pop out the live chat, and that way you can still see the chat. That's the only bad part about it. But there's not really any other way to do this. Those I don't think they're going to be in here. I don't see them. Dark gray. I could be missing them though. I do see the angles though. Why would they have that angles, not those? The cheese slopes there. Get these little cheese slopes in there first, and maybe I'll be able to find the other ones. Getting a little easier to find now that I'm getting into the pieces here. I don't think I have those ones. I do not see them in here at all. Those ones are completely gone. They're not even included in it at all. But I can substitute those. Yeah, looks like they didn't. Looks like some parts may not be included. So I do know that they do make that color though. So that's what this video is for, is to see what they actually don't include. I believe they're in this one. They could be in that one, but I think they're in this one. If I have any. They're not really all that important though. Where's that? That doesn't work. Those things are so hard to find, these things. Yeah, those just go in the corner there. I may just do tiles. Some light gray or dark gray tiles. That way it still makes it look like the floor. And if I remember right, nothing goes in there, so yeah, I don't think we're going to find any in here. I got light gray. There's one. Ah, no, that's another one. I know the light gray is pretty common. Dark gray tile. So I go either way on that. I always have to find two though. It's always that second one is the hardest one to find, you know? Every time. It's always the second one hard to find. So I like to have multiple options just in case. I usually just go with whatever I find. Speaking of, found the two tiles. I would like to find that other silver one though. I like gray one. Everything's only in twos, so I gotta have another one in here somewhere. Finding it is the hard part. Another one completely, what do you call it, a solo here. I have no idea what could be missing and what won't be. No idea whatsoever. And it looks to me like I might be using the tiles instead. So your surprise is as much as mine. As far as what might be in it. And if they did put anything in it, it's not going to be anything hard to or even notice that it's gone. I wanted mine to be exact, as close as possible. But I like When I opened it up, oh my god, it's missing the little, whatever those things are called. From the outside, you'll never know it. And I may have lost them too, it's possible, but I may have. I'm a klutz, so I leave everything. I drop everything all the time, as far as I'm not dropping this. I don't have it in there, so it looks like I'll be using the tiles instead, just to cover up the stud at least. So I'll go ahead and put those right there in its place. So that'll work for now. And then we got good. Lego may have messed it up too, because I know they are known for that. Let me just pick a brick, because they actually separate these out by hand, quite literally. See who else is coming here? Nobody yet. We got 2 people in here. Okay, this is the engines. I know that for a fact. This is the part I'm worried about. None of these parts, all these pieces here are exclusive pretty much to this. I've never seen these pieces anywhere except for the white ones. I've never seen the yellow ones though. I have seen the white ones, but not the yellows. And I do have them right there. But long pointer. That's not the cheese slope. It's a little triangular one. Pull that off, makes it look like that other thing. Come on, cheese slopes, where are you? There's a cheese slope. And we got, let's see, two, and then, well, we got that one there. So it should be 4 per engine. We got 2 right there, and then that. So I'm doing these first to make sure we have them all. Yeah, there's an archie slope. So there should be 8 of them if this is the engine. I'm pretty sure this is the engine. And we got the yellows there. Yellow. And then we got the 2. There's quite a few of these in there. The one. And then 2 more 2s. Stuck over in the corner, as usual. I thought there's more in here than what looks. I see another one, so maybe they're all in here. I hope they're all in here. Wasn't miscounted. God, it scared the crap out of me. Somebody could have warned me that was getting ready to fall down there. I could, if I could, I would join live, but I'm at work. Just started my last shift of the week. Well, that's fine. I mean, no worries. Yeah, this is the engine, or at least one of the engines. We got that done. And we got the specialty piece, and I do have them. How about that? And we got the yellows again. Looks like there's 8 of these yellows all together, and I see them. Good. I do have all those. That's the ones I was really worried about, because I know I don't have those colors there, and I know I have that too. Plus, I have this. Let's see, where's that cone? That cone was one of the new ones. How does it go? It goes like that. It looks like, or like that. I can't tell which way they point that thing. It looks like to me like it's like that. Okay. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see all that in there. And we do this twice. I do that, right? There you go. There's one. Then we go back up and do it all again. Plate. 1 by 2. And I think there's another plate. Yes, I'm jumping ahead. And then all these little doohickeys here. I just hope they didn't give me the triangles by accident. I know I've done that before myself, building things. Turn around and use the wrong thing. I don't know how many times I've done that. Two there. Should be one more. You know, the last one's always the hardest one to find, right? There it is. Just because I said something. We got the double cheese slope here that I saw earlier. Now we got to find the other ones in here. They look so much like regular tiles when they're upside down. There's another one. Grab the thing. And we got the two yellows that go there again. And that is coming off. Gonna pop off there. Believe it or not, I'm actually trying to hurry. It's like I said, I got things to see and people to do. People to see and things to do. I said it backwards, that's funny. That's funny right there. That was actually not on purpose either. I got confused. There's the other one. So we do have all those. Those are included. Liam just came in. I'm still in bag, what would be bag 1. So I've been missing, I've missed one piece so far. By the skin of my teeth. I think it's because I dropped actually 3 pieces. I was missing these also. They're like those ones with like a wall going around it. I just put plates there instead. So I was missing those 2. And I know I saw, I know I saw another yellow one in here. I saw 4 of them. And then I know we got that. Where is it? Right there. We got a cone. Just like that. On there like this. And there we are. There's the 2 engines. And those go just like, how does these go? Like that, I think. Yep. It's coming together now. It's starting to look like a Shuttlepod, isn't it? Just without the stickers. Good day. Thank you. Oh, we got 2 more of those. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I did not see any more in there. Oh, I found one. See, if there's anything missing, I'll have them missing. Then you guys know to add them if you want to do this. Because then he did his little thing earlier that you can download. The list. I had that on here earlier. And I think I had the... I think I have the URL posted on the thing too. Maybe once that I can repost that too. I think I am 1 short. Beginning to look like I might be 1 short of those double cheese slopes. Nope, I got it. Just when I think I'm missing it, I'm not. The only thing that was missing is, like I said, those 2. I don't know if it was them or me. Very good chance I may have dropped those because they're so tiny. I may have lost them way back when I first got the parts because they did open the bag like 3 times and I transferred to one bag and I transferred to another bag and to another bag and back and forth until it finally got to the bag that it is now. Okay. Well, we got 2 of those. Okay, I thought it was something else. Oh no, it is that one. Did they not? I don't think I got this piece. Oh, right there. See? Every time. As soon as I say something, I find it. And this... Nope, it's not that one. What does it look like? There's supposed to be 2 of these. Nope, over here. Got put in the other section there. There we go. I'm expecting to be missing a lot. I really am. This one here is the half one. There we go. Going to the pathway. 2 of those. Sure has a lot of these in it. ton of these in here. I would love to sometime, Alexandra, but I can't at the moment. Would be super fun though. If you're interested, you can. Okay, that's what I thought he was responding to. Yeah, anybody's welcome to come up anytime they want, any day they want. Let's see how that goes. Reverse like that. Okay. It's all the smaller parts that I'm worried about not having, because they're so easy to miss in the parts list. Almost to that piece, if I remember right. That one that has 6 of them that we were missing. Because they just don't make them. Well, now we know where that comes in. Corners there. The ones I kept picking up constantly. We know where those came from now. I was worried maybe they sent me those by accident. I guess they are actually part of it. Some round ones too. Let's see. And who knows, maybe I'll get those pieces on my next order. I can't remember if that was on the first one or the second one. Or second half or first half. Looks like it was on the first half, but I'm not sure. It makes you do a lot of things separately, doesn't it? And those I know I do have, because I made sure I had those. I believe these are the ones from Gizmo, if I remember right. And then I also know this one's from Gizmo also. That one there. I had to get that one from Gizmo. So if I remember right, it's either these ones or it's the 1x3s. I can't remember which one it was. It was one of the two. And there's 2 of these. Looks like, no, there's one. Never mind. So, but because I did them standing up, I don't have to have those. So I was lucky. I chose wisely. Get this in the right direction here. You can tell that these must be it because they're kind of old, you could tell. Might have been those ones there, the one that has a clip in it there. I don't have it. I might have that one. I wonder if I got the wrong one. Or grabbed the wrong one. Because I got those. And I don't know if those are in this or not. I don't have these. I just, oh, yep I do. Yep I do. Spoke too soon again. So many pieces are so much the same in this thing. And we got gray dot again. Okay, that was a black one. There's that. Make sure I have the other one. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, being upside down, it looks like two what's it called next to each other. Okay, actually put those over here. So I know I'm going to need them. So, there's that and this one. How do we do that? Oh yeah. Use this angle thing. I know that's what's going to make me do next. Oh, maybe not. Make me do this next. If I quit dropping it. Just like that. That's not very stable. Huh. Now that'll make me do the other one. Let's see, find the other gray dot. And I do not have it, looks like. That's not too difficult though. That's pretty common to be losing the dots. 1 by 2, 1 by 1 rounds. I do that all the time. And I know I have those, so I'm not worried about that one. right? Gray? I can't tell if that's gray or silver. Looks like silver. Like chromed or whatever. And dark gray. It's a dark gray there. I don't even know if it was even like that. Because there's ones with the hole in the middle and there's also ones without the hole in the middle. Let me pull this apart real quick. Yeah, it's the one without the hole. Okay. Let's see if we can find that one. I mean, the one in the hole in the middle will work too, but I don't really know the difference. I think the one without the hole is a more uncommon one than anything else. If anything, I'll just switch them out. But when I take it apart, it'll have that one. I don't see another one in there anywhere. Oh, there's one. Oh, no, that's the silver one. See how the light is here? It's really hard to tell. Like a chrome one or whatever. I find those chrome ones everywhere. There's a whole bunch of them here. Yeah, like I said, those ones without the holes, I think those are more uncommon than anything else. I was about to turn. Oh, nope. Looks like I did find one. That dark gray one. That's a very dark gray one. That's the other darker gray. Like the old dark gray. I got these chrome ones left and right. I got a whole ton of those things. All I keep finding. All I keep finding. There's another one. I'm going to just go with the one with the hole on top. If I can find that now. Now that I need it. I've actually been looking for it the past couple of minutes here, and I can't even find another one now. That's a whole bunch of them. Come on. Just saw one. Oh, it's kind of that. Okay. So I'm connected to something already. What looked like it was. Okay, there's another one with a hole on top. Actually, the same color. Okay, they are. So throw those in there. I'll throw that one back in the box there. Be an extra piece. Because, yeah, those shouldn't matter at all. Can't see the stud anyway. So let's pull this out. Cause I wanted, I'm picky. I wanted the same. Oh, actually, that wasn't it. That was a dark one. Really dark. Old dark gray is what that one was. There we go. That works. Oh. See, this is why I'm doing it this way. Now you see why. It goes on there like that, obviously. There we go. No, only one phone. Where is the piece, little Lego? Yeah, I know. Two at once? I don't know if we can do that. I do everything on this phone, yeah. So yeah, evidently, I probably lost it because it's always those little tiny ones. Either that or Lego didn't send it to me, which does happen sometimes. I'm pick a brick. But those are no big deal. You get those extra all the time. All the time. And you pretty much use any color because it's just underneath. You can't even see it in there. I mean, it's not even showing anywhere. It's hidden. So you can use any color. You wouldn't even know it was in there. Oh, okay, that's a 3. Confused me there for a minute. I thought it was a 4. Okay. See, I know I saw that one. I knew I saw those. So far, it's just been tiny pieces. They either were sent or lost. One or two. Ah. But I'm not even watching what I'm doing. Just threw it on there and went. There we go. And that flips over. And what is it? Yeah, the 1 by bricks goes in the middle there. And these 1 by things go here too. And there's supposed to be 2 of those yet. It's weird how such tiny pieces can make something big, you know, like this. Got that one. And it looks like I might be one short of these too. I know I have those. Looks like they shorted me a couple pieces now. So far. I mean, it adds up quick if there's too many of them. They add up pretty fast. That's probably about 10 cents, maybe 20 cents worth of parts already missing. Oops. So far. Well, you know, it's $10, you know. There we go. Oh. I missed that. I didn't see that. That one goes on top too. On the right. Over here. Looks like only one though. Make sure you get one. Okay. And then we got those. I remember this part. This was so hard to do. What you call it. Because you couldn't get down inside there. Try to snap onto something else. Yeah, I remember this part. There's 3 of these. Yep. Just kind of holds it down. Silent mode. Silent mode's here. We can start now, right? 2 of those little round doohickey things. At least it's nothing really all that important that was missing, so I think they were miscounted by Lego, I think is what happened. There's those. We got another one of those in here too. Where is that? It better be in here. It is not. Boy, they keep shorting me, aren't they? I don't see it in here. And that one's going to be a hard one to find too. A really hard one to find. Hopefully I'm not stumped. So I see those, but I don't see that one. I had one in here and now the other one's gone. They only gave me one, not 2. I never had this much trouble with pick-a-brick. Never. I've never been missing them any either. Not even little pieces. I may have to substitute. I may have to substitute because that one's going to be a hard one to find. I don't know where it would be in my thing. One or 2 places it would be. Either in this one or in my miscellaneous. I do not see anything offhand. can make that either. Out of 100 bricks. I can get close like that, but top half will be not there. There's the right color, but yeah, I mean you could do something like this maybe, but that'd still be a little off. Obviously, I mean, it looks like it has studs on it. It doesn't show if it has studs or not. Can't remember if it does. And there's also this one, but it goes too high. So if I have it, it'll be in here. I think that's the only color that's available too. In a second here, I'm going to look on the other one and see if it's all that important at all. That I can determine what it does. It's already covered up in here somewhere. You know, I saw another one in here in the set a minute ago. No, no. See, I have a black one. A minute there. Wasn't what I thought it was. Where was the other one? Where did it go? I believe it was right there. I think it was right here where we lift this off. Yep, it's right there. So it is not seen as far as the bottom is concerned. Yeah. So it connects to that. So we could use that one, technically, and substitute with the other one that I had there, the other version. If I can get this off of here, I'm breaking it in a million pieces. So if we pull that off there, we can now, see how would we do this? We need the other version of that. Like this one. That's the one we need. Yep. So you need this one. Because all you need to do is hold these two pieces here. Come on. That would go on the back of it. Come on. Can I get that apart for the life of me? Now, even the separator had problems. So it's supposed to be like that. It looks just like that, I think. Or no, like this. That. That goes there. This one goes here. Now I'm trying to remember how this goes now. I'm going to have to go back and that would be the bottom, I think. That's where we connect. And I could just do this, put that down there, I think. Not sure though. I'm going to have to go back. So we are on page, was it 31, 30 or 31? Go back to that part where I did that. We got a substitute here. It's in here somewhere. Where is it? It's that gray piece there. There we are. That's how it goes. Okay. So let's see. Did I do that right? I think I did that right. It's just this one. I'm not sure about. Okay. If we're looking at it and think. We're looking at it upside down, I believe. Nope. Yeah, we're looking at it upside down. So it goes that way. So then we turn it up. It goes that way. Thinking out loud here, you guys. goes to the top. This has to turn around, I believe. I just had that one backwards is what it was. That would turn like that, because you can see that right there. That's how it would look, like this. And we get everything, yep. So it's all correct there. And then these would go, oh, where would these go? These would go underneath those, so it would be like that. These would stick out, right? I think. No. I'm confused. I'm so confused. Okay, we got those, we got that. Start from square one here. Okay, that's what I was looking for. These go together like that. Go back. And then there's where we got to put that one in. So let's make sure it's facing the right direction. So I believe it'll be like this. I'm just leaving those on there so I don't lose them. Nope, they go on top. Oh, right there. Works for me. It doesn't even have studs on that side. So we don't need those studs. There we go. I know a piece we can use then. Where did that go? Where did that go? I know we had it. I know I had it. I know I had it. I saw about 5 of them in here. I had one that had that on it too. You guys saw me. I actually had that version of it. Oh, there it is. That no stud though. We need the studs. So this may not work. Now, unless we can get it where it's facing upward instead, but no studs. But that won't work either, right? How we can get that off of there. So if we go that way, I'm over here kind of see if I can re-engineer this. Okay, we got that version of it. We can go downward instead. I don't know. Maybe can't. It's only those 2 top studs that we need, and this has none. I'm afraid that the studs will be in the way. It's a bad feeling they will. We'll either need this one or that one, because I know the studs don't hit. And we got... Okay, I'm lost now. Not like that. And we got these doohickeys. Oh, come on, don't fall apart. I'll never get you back together again. The right way. And this one. Ah, come on. Okay. Take those little gray dots off. I don't get lost. Okay, so if we're looking at it that way, the flat side would actually be that. So we're looking at it this way. So we got extra studs there. Here's what's going on. And these are up on top. If I can get it there. It's just like that. Now the question is it going to line up? That's the next question. And that would be those. Which would go right there. And they don't. Oh, son of a bitch. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Unless I just cheat and use a regular tile, a regular plate. Can that be done? It only needs the one stud. With having a space in there is what would happen. Now that would work. See? I'll put the dots back in there. I'm just doing it this way a little easier. Easier to line it up. Like that, and like this. Yeah, that seems to line it up. Everything's falling apart here. Okay, so we're looking at it that way, or that way. Something, I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm confused with what I'm looking at already. I don't know why it acts like it's all weird shaped here. Maybe I got it in the wrong direction. I'm going to have to pull this whole thing apart just to redo it all over again in the right order. Because now I got these two bricks right here. Need to come off too. They're in the way. Those need to come off. So if we have this looking like that, we would have those facing this way, like that. Yes, I'm not taking off anything, I don't have to. There's my two dots. So go ahead and put those back in there where they belong. That needs to be a part of that right there. I'm so confused, you know? Like that, there would be a square right there, but there isn't. Unless I want to put a panel there, or a plate there. So then we got a round one there. On these, okay, it's there. That's there. Where is my mouse? We got that there, and we got triangles there. We keep going, and these would go right like that. But the problem is, we have nothing to connect it to that. Nothing at all, just slide right out. That's our problem. So, how we do this? Trying to get the bottom ones off of there is what I'm trying to do, but it won't let me. Not without. Come on. I need it to be exposed so I can see what I'm doing here. So we put those on there. We went and stuck that there. So evidently we can't use a plate. Jeez. Oh, come on. Jeez, you can't get those off with a fingernail. It's ridiculous. Okay, put that back in there so I know where it goes. If I can get it to work. And we need the back side. And that's not going to work that way. We need this back side on there, so it should actually go like that, technically. But it doesn't stick out very far. So I could probably just put a plate in there to make up for that. Or something. So we got the back side there. So if we put this all back together again, if I did this right. Like that, I think that's right. Looks like it. No, it isn't. So that plate gets in the way is what happens. I don't know what to do. Weird that doesn't work. It's really weird. Let's see, if we put the real one in there, where is it? Where'd it go? It's supposed to look like that. And this is supposed to go in there like so. So if we create that same exact thing, which I mean this would have to go, so we're still going to have studs there no matter what we do. No matter which way we turn, it's going to have studs somewhere we don't need them. And that way it doesn't have any studs out at all. So if we try it this way, just let the studs get in the way, then it has to be that way. If that works, it still doesn't work, even with the studs there. So that means that this isn't even correct. It's not even the same. It doesn't stick out the same at all. Let's see. It's supposed to be like that. So that angle is not even. It's the same angle, even counting the studs. Exactly the same. I go like that. It's exactly the same there. Same thickness and everything, just not quite as high. And that shouldn't matter. So why won't it work? Oh, because of studs. I have to turn around. It goes the other way. Okay. I have it like that. That's what I'm doing. And that throws it off. It looks like, yep, throws the studs off right there. That's what's happening. How are we going to fix this? Because I need something with studs there. I think I have an idea. No, that won't let me go upside down. Oh, man. See what everybody's saying here. Definitely having back pain while sleeping. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like I'm going to lay down to relax. Oops, I forgot. So yeah, well, you really need is like a plate in there, something to hold that plate. That's what I really need. Something like this is going to have to be like that. See that? Like tiles. Well, tiles you can't hold. I don't see any way of creating this other one inside there. No way in God's green earth I'm going to be able to do that. And having it line up right. I'm thinking of something else. Maybe I don't have any of those in here either. This is going to take forever to figure this thing out, isn't it? Especially this part. So this is the only thing I could do. I can't skip it because it's gotta hold on there. It would fall right off. All because they forgot to give me something. I don't know what I'm even looking for, to tell you the truth. I just wish I could find another one of those. I'm just looking, I don't even know what I'm looking for. I know I can use something like that, but it still won't work. Because I can get that up there like this, but when you put a brick in there, it would still be loose. Unless, no, that won't work because it's only a 2. But the other one is in there. It would have. I wonder if something like that would work. Going that way, but actually this way, with a brick instead of that. Because there is a space there, and it will take up that space that fills in between. between there. So it's three plates, so it would actually be one brick. If I can get the stupid thing out. There's a brick in here. So it's the size of a plate. So if we were to take that and put that in there, it would be the same distance, right, as this one. But then the next question is, how's that going to attach to it? Okay. We'd have to have it like so. Put that out there like that. So what if we do this? I keep my drawer out because it doesn't want to come out right now. Any problems as usual. There we go. We can do the one with two holes in it. Just like that one, except light. Whatever. Light gray. There we are. One of those. And then use two pins. I get pieces all over the place here. Okay, so where am I? So if we substitute this out, put that there instead, still the same direction, this can now, illegally, snap in there. And there, we created it. It's in there. Snaps right in those holes without any problem. On that side, it looks exactly the same. I think I did it. My Joe, I think it's done. I hope. Put those on there. Get that put like that. Only thing is, we got these to worry about now. I believe it should work. Now it wants to fall apart on me. Oh, I see what's going on here. Why doesn't... Well, that would do the same thing, obviously. Let's see, I got in the wrong direction. See if I had that, where'd it go? No. That goes in there like that, so it's the same exact thing. It is exactly the same. So if that's like that, wrong way, not like that, these are supposed to be going across, like so. Is that going to work? I think I did it. Right, Joe, I think it's done. I think I actually did it. Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck here. And now if you look at it that direction, all we're missing is basically a little plate right there, which is the one I just used. That one by, and we're looking one. Where the heck are those things though? I can't remember if I put those in, yeah, I put those in plates. I know I have that. Using more parts than usual, but this works. There we go. So we just gotta replace that one I just took out. Just take these doohickeys out again. Put that back in there where it belongs. So that should go right there. And then these underneath it. And there we go. We got it. By substituting that. There we go. All it is a couple of holes. That way, now it still has a connector there to connect it to that. It worked. Am I brilliant or what? And all you see is two holes right there, which I think gets covered anyways. Set all these pieces to the side, extra pieces that I have, except for the one I needed now. And what are these though? That's the next question. I don't know what these belong to. I have no clue. Is that what I was, oh that's probably, I think that was what I was actually doing in the first place. Wasn't it? There's about an hour wasted, right? So we got that, and we got two holes up on top. If anything, if it shows too much, I'll just put a plate on there. Let's get back to where we were. We were on page 30, I believe. Right here. Yeah, this is where we were. And there was no way in the world to substitute that, because that had to be exact. And I could take these apart. It gives me some extra ones of those too. These suckers are tight, I'm telling you. Okay. Move that one. We got a plate. Tile. Oh boy, I'm missing a bunch of pieces. Am I? It's too dark. Dark gray tile. And I don't have that either. After all that, I had, oh, never mind, I have it. It was buried, as usual. Now we know why they separate the things like they do. Down. Now we got this 1x3. I hope I don't have to do that again. I'm telling you. Let's do all that again. This. And that. Good thing is that I have 2 extras of those now. Awesome. Yeah. The only problem is those holes showing, but I don't think they're going to show. I think they're going to actually be covered up by the windshield, if I remember right, or something to that effect. So we got that. I don't know why that plate goes there. I really don't understand that. Oh, I see. Oh, never mind. I see now. By the way, yeah, I see how that goes there. Okay, we got. Okay, they didn't give me that. They did not give me that 2x6 at all. That's a bummer. I'm missing a bunch of pieces from Lego, I think. Because I know I ordered the whole thing. There's no way I'd be missing that much. That could get pretty expensive because I know these are pretty high. There we go. But we got that, see? That's what I can't figure out. I do not see a 1x6 in there, or 2x6 at all. That would stick out like a sore thumb. But we do have that one, the 1x6. 2x6 though. And we have the blue one. And we have the dark one there. So we have all that but that. So why the heck is that gone? That. I was worried more about the engines than anything else. It's the only thing that actually was. I'm still not even to the part that I know I don't have the parts to. There we are. That's what part I was looking for. So this is the part that you really do have to substitute, and this was expected. So that what I do is I take this, that goes there like that, so you can see it's going to have one extra stud on the end, and then we take a 1x and fill up the little gap right there. So now we have it. So at a quick glance it'll look like it, but if you really look at it, you'll notice that there's a stud on top. You can cover it with a tile or something like that if you want to. It'll be sticking out funny. That's pretty much what it will look like. I know it's going to do that anyway, so I put that on there anyway, show you. And because this is the doors. We have a little round doohickey here, it goes in there. And we got the other one. This is the one we use 2 of them now. Don't worry, it does attach to something. It doesn't just sit there. So we actually just do it like that at first, and you have the one by there to take up the slack. There we go. So it still lines up. See that? Go down. Everything else is like normal. I mean, you probably don't have to have these 2 studs, these two one by ones, but you end up having an open space there, and I don't like having open spaces. So, but just remember you have to have one more stud here once that gets put on, because it is going to be put on here in a minute. See, that's funny. They sent me that, but no problem. That'd be one thing I think they wouldn't have. Or be a mistake of. This is the door, I believe. Tile. Got a lot of tiles here. And see that tile. See, there would be a spot there. It'd be missing if I didn't do that. That was the reason why I did it that way. There we go. Now you can't even tell the difference, except there's just a stud there. I'm pretty sure it doesn't get covered up at all. That one there's supposed to be a sticker, but I don't have the sticker, so let's just put that on there. So we do this twice. There we go. There's your door. And they're exactly the same. Gotta keep getting all the way up here, I believe it. I think it was this one. Yeah. There's the other one. Two. Now we just do the same thing all over again. Now we see why there's so many of those. I don't know why they use these all the time and not 1x2s, regular 1x2s. Why is it always these ones? I mean, there's nothing to go in the holes. Are they just cheaper or something? I don't know. Then we just do the same thing again with these doohickeys. There's 3 of them all together. Just make sure they're facing the right direction. And we got a new round thing wherever it went. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. I think they only sent me one. Yeah, it looks like they only sent me one. Yeah, why would they have one missing? I think something like that, they would pay attention to that. I think this is Lego. Missing pieces, I think. I really do. I really have a feeling it's missing pieces. And now it's starting to get a little bit over. Yeah, I stuck some gray. Here's the gray version of it, by the way. I did stick those in there. That's the gray version of those, but I only had 2 of them, so I just threw them in there for this, you know, kind of show you what they look like. But I'm missing that little circle thing. And I don't know where that is, or if I even have it. I don't think I even have white, for that matter. I've seen them before, but I don't think I have any in there right now. And you do need it. If I had one, I'd see it look pretty easily. I'm not sure if I have a white one though. I know there's silver too. Or light gray. I don't even see that. Oh, there's a light gray one, or a dark gray one. So this is probably where it would be. Light gray one. I need white, right? Yeah, I need white. 2 light gray ones. Or no, that's not light. God, I get that. But I never have 2 of the same thing. Never do. Never ever do. I spoke too soon, I guess. Now I got 3 of those. I don't see a white one here for the life of me at all. So I wonder if those are exclusive, and that's why they didn't have them in here. Maybe he thinks that they're not really all that important. Well, they are important because they took that slack. Another thing, the door's sliding back and forth all the time. And it looks funny with that space in there too. one more place I can look though. I got a miscellaneous here that I haven't separated anything out of yet. Look in here. Yeah, I can find pieces in here that I haven't pulled out yet. See if I can do that. Doesn't look like I can make it before 5 though. Technically I'm almost done. Now I've got a mess to clean up. I'm looking here real quick. I don't see any white ones. I would have to use that silver or light gray. You know, as soon as I get off this, I'll find all these pieces again without even trying. Happens to me every time. Oh, guess what we have found? Nope. It ain't white. A stupid half round cheese slope type thing. It looks so much like it inside. I don't think I'm gonna find anything here. I've seen white before, I know I have. Probably one. I go through this here, he said. Every time I'm trying to build something. I'll find one, but I won't find any other. So yeah, I probably won't find two of them. I can guarantee I ain't gonna find two. I can guarantee that. I'll find one, but I won't find two. I never, ever do. Especially if I need it like that, I won't find two. There's a bunch of junk in here. Parts and stuff. There's a sticker that I had. Throw this over here right now. I have to store this out later. So it looks like they're going to have to be silver. And they are seen somewhat. I just got to pull this stupid thing apart again. And I don't know which one would be easier to take off there. Get that off. That just stays on there though. Okay. Put that one up. If I can get it to come up. Take that out. Put the silver one there. Put back. And this back on there. If I can get up underneath that clear, black clear one, doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. So I have a line going through it there. So this is where we were. We're doing the same thing there now. An extra one, I'm just going to throw it in there. My luck, I'll need it. Oh, we got to get those extra 1x's in there too, don't we? They did separately. Alexander's watching. Oh, what a pain. I hate changing colors and things. It drives me nuts. That one's like that. There we go. And we got that one there. It's 5:30 our way, right? There's no way I'm gonna make it. Not dark outside. That's the funny thing about it. Usually it's dark by now. And that other one, like that. Goes right there. Hopefully that's all I have to substitute. I hope. I still got quite a ways to go, don't I? I don't know if all the parts can be used though. I don't even need to look. I know what goes there. That one with the sticker on it. There we go. That's what it's going to look like. And then you got the doors. That goes, make sure we get this right direction there, and we'll go there. Well, I did 1x1s. You can actually put a 2x in there, a 1x2 in there technically, which is what I'm going to do just to be more stable. If I can find one real quick. My nose quits itching. Come on. It's all my 1x2s. I can't find a single white one. There we go. And put a 1x2 in there instead of the two 1x1s because they shift around all the time. So there, that will keep them more straight that way. See how I did that? Looks the same. So the only thing is, like I said, those studs are showing. So we go this way. We fill all this in the same way as they did on there. And these are actually 1x1s. We got an actual 1x2 that goes there too. And this thing, which still fits, no problem. Got that one. That one. 1x3 tile. Where is that 1x3 tile? Right here. I almost put a tile across there, but yeah, see, that wouldn't work. You can put tiles there probably. Yeah, you can put 1x1 tiles there all the way around probably if it doesn't have anything on top of it. I don't know if I got this round or not. I don't remember seeing that in there. I know I do have it though. I did not see that 2x2. Oh, right there. There's two of them actually. Do have those. And that goes right on top. Just like so. I think those do actually get covered up now that I think about it. What the heck? There's a bug in here. What the hell? Where did that bug come from? Alright, got that. We can't see it anymore. Did it run away or something? Ugh. Ah. It keeps falling. There's the other one. These things are, this isn't as easy as it looks, I guess. Especially if you're doing it the way I'm doing it. 2x4. I know it has those because I saw those here. That, and we got those little things again that I had before that I thought I didn't have. We got two of those. I think these are the door hinges, or the other door hinges. And those go on the side, right like that. I'm going to close those, just get them out of the way for right now. There we go. A lot of 1x1s in this, tons of them, especially if you're doing it this way. Oh, no, those are there, okay. I was missing something. And then finally the round ones that are being a pain in the butt. That looked like everything. Another plate. It's a 1x3, 2x3 plate. It has a sticker on it, but I'm just going to put it on there like that right now. No stickers. No stickers. Okay. Okay, it's supposed to be a round one. It looks kind of flat there. Maybe that's the wrong one. I think this is the actual door, I think. Two of them. I already know that for a fact. There's two of them here. Actually, I think these are the side panels. You flip it over to that side. And this goes on top. Okay. That's what it is. It's the back. Just to give it that angle. That. Well, that worked. Now we just do the same thing again, only reversed. Lucky enough I got those. And that other 4x. Keep hold of everything. I can't hold on anything today. Put that over that way. Since I got extra of these, I don't have to worry about those, right? Let's see how that one goes on now. That direction. And that should be the other side. It's actually not as big as I thought it would be. A bit smaller than I thought it would be. Bag 3. Funny how they have these ones together, but they don't have those ones together. Actually, I might put these ones together. I can't remember if I got into these or not. There we go. Yeah, it shows they're not together normally. Yeah, this is the what the heck? How are you gonna fit a 4 onto a 3? How the heck do you fit a 4 onto a 3? Oh, okay. Like that. That was a little confusing. I swear it looks like it goes straight on it. And this goes there. I believe. And that's where those angles come in. We had earlier. And we flip it over. That goes there. I think that's it. Yeah, connector thing. We flip it over, stick the sticker on. I stuck the sticker on. And that goes on this side. Where, I don't know. So, I think it goes there. Yeah. Problem is, you got everything in the way. And hopefully that thing I did before doesn't screw it all up. Which, nope, it didn't. It worked. It worked. Oh my God, it worked. So far, so good. Now that, opposite again. I assume it's going to hang off the edge this time. Again. Okay. Assume it's that one because Makes it look round. That goes there. Slope or whatever. I think these are slopes actually. Sharp slopes. Flip it over. Obviously this one goes just the way it's shaped. We've got the last one, what they would think is the last one. I do have 2 extra ones, so that was correct. Slap the sticker on, there. And that goes right there. There we go. That's pretty much done, actually, to tell you the truth. Let's see what happens here. Okay. That's where this comes in. I assume on that side. Let's stick a sticker on it again. Yep. There's how that closes. Oh, this is the hard part from studio, was trying to get all this in the right order, or right distance and everything. Oh my god, it was a pain in the butt. I had to do like 3 times just to get it right. I just hope it's not like that on this. It doesn't just fold out, but it folds in too at the same time. That goes in the center. I am going to cover those up if I can. I just want to make sure nothing's going to go on top of them first. I don't think anything does. I'm not quite positive. Just for cosmetic looks. We got 1 by 6 there. 1 by 6. I don't know where that goes. Oh, thank God I got these. For a minute I didn't think I was going to. It always seems to be those pieces that are really hard to find that you lose or just don't have, you know, every time. Wrapping up, looks like now. Finally, there's the other round piece I had, which goes just like, I trim that, just like that, for a little red dot. We got these 2 here. Go underneath. This is the back door. That side there. Oh, there's that one. That's where that came in. Right there. Flip it over. And the connectors and everything. To get it all lined up. Slap the stickers on. There. They're done. And that goes on there like that. This is where I was having problems with on studio. It was a pain in the butt trying to get it on there the right way. Because see, they didn't want to line up at all for anything. Just like how it doesn't want to line up here this time either. Oh, come on. There's 1, 2. There, we got it closed. I think it might actually be done. It is done. Look at all these extra pieces I got. They gave me extra pieces I didn't need. Well, these I knew about. Extra one of those. Look what I found. Those pieces were actually here. All this time. They're like right there too, and I can't even get to them. They were right there. Literally right there. I could see it. I think that's it there, yeah. Let's see if I can pop it out. I can't believe that. They're right there the whole time. And I can see the tiles I put in. There's one. And went flying across the room. My question is, which direction do they go? I don't know which way they're going to face now. Give me the inside somewhere. Right there. Can't see it there. There we go. We can see it. And they go. We're looking at it that way. They go right there. That's if I can get in there without. Let me open the other door so that way he's going from the other side. I'm going to do this again. So we go just like that. Now I can get enough leverage to push it down. I can't believe I actually found them now. They were there the whole damn time. Let's see if this will do it. That little brick is in the way. I think I got it. There, it's in there. That one's in there. Now we just got to get this other tile out of the way. I can't go through the back either. From this way. There we go. And I assume that one's going to go just the opposite. So we go like that. No, like that. Yeah, see the door gets in my way. There we go. There we are. No, something fell out. Oh, the other one came off again. Gotta redo it again. Should know it wasn't in there very good. That second one that I did didn't go in all the way. I thought it did. There, now it's in there. There we go. It's a door stopper, so it doesn't go all the way in, is what it is. So those are extra now. And we only had one white one, so I was right about that. We were missing that other one. So yeah, there it is. It's all done. Red instant row here. There she is. Get this out of the way. All the other junk I got here now behind me. So yeah. See how it is in the picture. I'll just go to the end, go to the end. There we are. From my point of view, there we are. We got her. It's done. It worked. It all worked. Can you believe that? Now to do a little bit of modification here, I'm going to find some butchets and put them there. I'm actually going to probably put a 2 right there, just cover that up. So let's find the 2s. 1x2 plate is what I need. 2 1x2 plates. One there. And one there. A little bit of modification here. And then 1x1, whole bunch of 1x1 tiles. And a whole buttload of them. Oh, cheese slopes would be better. Nah, cheese slopes wouldn't work very good. Just to take up that weird space right there. There's one. And a piece of grass. There's 2. There's 3. Now watch, the 4th one will be a pain in the butt to find. Ah! See, I said something, I find it. Every time I open my mouth, it gets shoved right in my face again. So we will put that in there. Put that one there. Just kind of hide the fact that there's studs there. They're not supposed to be. That one really does not want. There we go. There we go. Looks a little bit better that way. Hiding the fact that it has there's studs sitting there. I know I can modify that better than that. No, I guess I can't do it that way, but I can do it the top way. I can do it L, and a single one in the middle, and a 3. Three studs. I don't think I have those. Or 3 tiles. 1x3 tile. I need 1x3 tile. Everything else I would have. 1x3 tile white. these two. Got two of those. And there's 1 by 3. That's not a tile. I hate making that. I hate when that happens. There's 1 by 3 tile. Let's see if that idea will work. Just to make it a little more stable. With that door right there. See, these are falling right off. Without any problem, they're just going to fall right off. We'll replace this one with that. I don't even need the 1 by 3 tile. What am I thinking? Actually, if we look that way, that's what it would be. I think. Yeah. So it's not 1 by 3 tile we need. We need 1 by 2 tile. That's what we need. Or, yeah. And then a 1 by. So one of these 2 that I had, I'd stick that there. And all I need is another 1 by 1. And it seemed like I had a whole bunch of those. And there's one right there. Stick that in the middle. Right there, like that. Try to put where it goes now. There we go. That should stabilize the doors due to the fact that I put those other bricks on there. Or the other things on that should stabilize those now. These here holds the doors from going everywhere. So there's an extra plate now for that. You didn't need. A little off color there. Yeah, that seems to work. Not exactly, but it's close enough where you can't even. You'd really have to see it, look at it, tell it's not exactly the same thing. So, what I can do, probably. These will go back in here because I've never used those. If I can, I'll figure out some way to get these pieces that I used. What I'll have to do is actually go in the studio and take the thing apart and rebuild it again, just like I just did, and use the pieces that I'm actually got on it right now, and then upload that to a list. Make that into a list, and you guys can download that list. That way, you will have exactly the same one, the modified one, somewhat modified, not extremely modified, but somewhat modified. Some modified for the better. Like this right here, I like that a lot better. It's a lot more smoother up on top. Instead of having all these round edges sticking out right there, you don't have those. Of course, we would keep the brown one that was inside the side there. We'd keep that one white, but since I'm just missing it. So any missing pieces would still be in there where they were. Just knocked my soda over. Got 4 people in here now. Alexandra says it looks amazing. Looks like Sonic moves. They say the same thing. He's got a thumbs up. So that cost me less than $30. Except Lego didn't send me half the pieces. And so I may notify them and ask about that silver one at least. That one that I have right there. I'm probably going to ask about that one. Have them send me that one. But because I know I ordered it. Because why would I only have one, not 2? And what else was I missing? And that one black, one by 3 black one. I think those were the worst case scenarios. The other ones, no big deal. So those ones I'll tell them it was missing. I have to check my order and see if they're actually on there. Actually, I have one of the invoices right here. It might be in there. They're included this invoice here. I think they were for the first one. Yeah, they're not listed there. Just the ones I substituted are. So yeah, that invoice doesn't have it. I can go to the site though and pick it that way. Go that way. I think it'll show me what order was originally. picture's not showing up there. I know it did this one. Oh, the one's coming. Shows all the parts there. But I'm not sure about my old one. It shows them. Yeah, well, no, it shows that one. Oh, where is the original one? I gotta find the original one with everything on it. I think it's this one. Nope. It's that one. Yep. Nope, that's the second one. Yeah, that's the second time they did it. Where's my original one? A little more. There it is. There's all the pieces. Okay, that. Yeah, I had two in there. I was supposed to have two of those round things. It was supposed to be two white. It shows quality 2, quantity 2. And that 1x3. One by 3. Yep, 2. So yeah, they were missing them. Yeah. So they were. It was missing those ones, and then that one word plate. Yep, 2. Yep, I was supposed to have 2. That was 50 cents. Holy cow! All in the same order too. So I'll have to come in here and I know there's a way to say that you were missing the order the pieces ordered somewhere. Let's see. So I know there's a thing on here somewhere. It says missing pieces, but it's actually on this page. This has both of them. Deliveries, replacement parts, and instructions. Oh, you have to actually go in there. Well, I'll see if I can get them ordered, and I'll replace them if I can. I mean, I think it looks pretty good like it is anyway. And like I said, like that one double with two holes in it, it's only right there. It's underneath the shield, so you can't even see it anyway. So you can't really tell. What I want to know is how the heck you get instant row in there. That's what I want to know. Anybody have any clue? Because I sure the heck don't. Was I supposed to put her in there before I did this? I opened it a minute ago, now I can't get it open again. Or did I push it in too far? Oh, come on. My wife's awake. How would you get her in there? Holy cow, she's like way in there. You go through the doors? You know, that might be why they don't have those studs there. No, it still wouldn't turn. Even if it was the right one, it still wouldn't go up all the way. Because it would still stop. Oh, I guess they stand in there. It looks like there's a stand in there. What it looks like to me. Check that off. Wow. See here? The only bad thing is about doing these, the hands will come off real easy. They're not exactly perfect. They do stay, but they don't like fall off. But if you have something in the hand, it's going to come off. So how do you sit them in there? I can't see in there for the life of me. I actually need to use my light to see in there. And I never have light where I need it. Never. Never have light where I need it. Never do. Oh, shut up. Yeah, I guess they stand in there. Maybe they sit on the floor. I have no idea. Is there enough room for them to stand in there? I wonder. Ah, just throw her in there, you know. I wonder if the top comes off. Nope, it doesn't. There's no way it's going to come off. How the heck do you get them in there? My God. I'm beginning to not like this thing, I'm telling you. Even the regular way it's supposed to be built would be a pain in the butt trying to get them in there. You're gonna have to put her in there no matter what you do. I'm try to sit her down. It'd be easier to get her in there that way. Lift the arm up, because obviously that arm's going to be in the way. I keep letting go, keep slipping out of my hand. I got her in there, it's just not attached. Where's the stud? There it is. Is that on it? Can't tell it's on it. No, it's not on the stud yet. She keeps turning on me. How the heck are you supposed to get that on that stud? Trying to find the thing too is a pain. Feels like it's on it. Yep, it was on it. Okay. You can't see her in there. Well, yeah, you can't put the light on it. Can you see her? I guess it's, yeah, it's shining too bright. You can see her in there. I feel like if you... Let's see if I can turn it right. It doesn't get the glare. Actually, that light there might show it. On top there. Might be able to see her in there. You kind of see her arm right there. Barely. There, you kind of see her face there. So I got her in there. So I guess that's how it goes in. I don't know. It doesn't show you how to put it inside, but she is supposed to go inside too. Got her walkie-talkie here. Throw that in my other minifix. There we go. So we got her in there. See how I do replacement parts? I can't see anything there. I think it's just a display piece. It is. Yeah, it is. It's a display piece. But it goes well with my Enterprise. A little out of scale, but you know. Although, you know, if you think of force perspective, you know, if you put it up here, you know, got the Enterprise down there, and you get the other one way up here like this. It's forced perspective because of course she's going to be closer to you, so of course she'll be bigger, right? You can have it like flying down there, or even have it like this, like she's getting ready to land, turn her around, it's like so, and just have it up here like this, coming down. Of course, in reality, that's what it would look like. But you know, it'd be forced perspective if you were hanging both up, you know, make it look like the Enterprise is actually a lot further, or even have it below down here. It's going up to it. So that would work. Make it look like it's further away than it looks. Of course, I wouldn't have him on there. I just put him on there. I'd have it displayed over here, kind of. Well, yeah, there we go. That's how you build the Shuttlepod. So, let's see who was in here. We had 10 people in here total. Alexandra, Liam Brick the Bed, Never Too Old for Bricks, Debbie Whitney, JDP Builds, Rooming Bricks, Tommy, Ken, I didn't see him in here, but he must have came in here, YTFP, Chris, and Jedi Brickman. So thanks to everybody. There he is. There's Ken. He just got the end of it. I don't know how long he's been in here, but so yeah, I built it. I was missing pieces, believe it or not. So I'm gonna have to hopefully get them sent to you if that's all right, because they don't do replacement pieces for me for some reason, even though there's obvious proof. You just have to look at the invoice. But it shows I was missing at least 3 pieces. Oh, it took me 2.5 hours. Probably closer to about maybe an hour and a half. But I spent a half hour just trying to fiddle around with that one piece that I was having trouble with. So, and I already got your address, so I'll just have it sent there. And this is the original first one that was in the first order, so that one's not going to be replaced. So the second order will be coming to you anyways. From the one that came today, be a copy of that one. That one had all its pieces. It better have. I think there might have been some small things missing, but anyway. So yeah, I guess I'm going to go ahead and call it quits. And thanks for everybody coming in that I just mentioned. Thanks to Alexandra for modding. I don't know if there was any problems or not. There usually isn't. So I'll probably put this up there. I'm going to put this up there for a little bit, at least somewhere. I don't know where yet, but somewhere. Maybe by the cars or something like that, just to show it off a little bit. And so I will. Well, actually, I'm not going to be putting it up right now. I got to take it back apart. Oh my god! So I'm going to have to make myself some new instructions too, which I did make the instructions for this originally. I did create instructions for it. So I'll modify the instructions to include these pieces as they are now, the way it is now, and or the way it's supposed to be anyway. And that way you can build it too. And I should have that. I should be able to put that online here a while. If anybody asks me for it, then I'll go ahead and put it online. Nobody asks me for it, I'm not going to worry about it. I guess I could put it on Discord or just send it to people on Discord if you need it. So, bye for now, everybody. Good night.